There is an old prayer that says, "May God protect me from my friends. I can protect myself from my enemies." We spend our lives building walls. We install alarms to keep out thieves. We build armies to keep out invaders. We write contracts to protect us from strangers. But history teaches us a brutal lesson. The fatal blow rarely comes from the enemy outside the gate. It comes from the one who holds the key to the gate. Betrayal is the violation of trust by a presumption of loyalty. By definition, an enemy cannot betray you. An enemy can only attack you. Only a friend can betray you. Only a lover can. Only a brother can. This makes betrayal the most devastating psychological wound a human can suffer. It does not just hurt you, it destroys your reality. It makes you question your own sanity. In the Divine Comedy, Dante reserved the deepest circle of hell, the ninth circle, for the treacherous. Murderers and thieves were higher up, but the traitors were frozen in ice at the very bottom of the universe. Why? Because betrayal breaks the fundamental bond that makes civilization possible.
But here is the secret. Betrayal is never sudden. It is not an event. It is a process. It is a slow-motion car crash that begins months or even years before the impact. The traitor leaves clues. They leak micro-expressions. They change their language. They rationalize their sin long before they commit it. In this dossier, we will dissect the Judas psychology. We will analyze the Iago Complex, Malignant Envy. We will deconstruct the 3 stages of treachery, and we will teach you the canary trap, how to feed false information to a suspected traitor to catch them red-handed. Welcome to Umbra Decode. Watch your 6.
Who is most likely to betray you? It is rarely the person at the bottom. They have no power and they have no proximity. It is almost always the person right below you, the lieutenant, the vice president, the best friend, the protégé. Why? Because they are close enough to see your flaws, but far enough to feel superior to you. Psychologists call this the Iago Complex, named after the villain in Othello. It is driven by pathological envy. The traitor believes they are the true genius. They believe they do the work while you get the glory. They begin to view your generosity not as a gift, but as an insult. Every time you help them, every time you promote them, their resentment grows. Why? Because they hate you for making them need you. Ingratitude is the first red flag. If you do a major favor for someone and they seem uncomfortable or they minimize it, take note. A loyal person feels the weight of the debt and wants to repay it. A traitor feels the weight of the debt and wants to eliminate the creditor. To the traitor, destroying you is the only way to cancel the debt and regain their independence. Betrayal follows a biological life cycle. It is a cancer that grows in 3 distinct stages. Phase 1, the incubation, disillusionment. The traitor starts to see cracks in your armor. They stop idealizing you. They begin to keep score. They remember every slight, every criticism, every time you were late, every time you forgot to say thank you. They start hoarding grievances. Outwardly, they are still loyal, but inwardly, they are building a legal case against you. They are rewriting history to make you the villain. Phase 2, the leakage, testing the waters. The resentment becomes too heavy to hide. It leaks out. They start making jokes at your expense in front of others. Oh, you know how he is with money. They show up late to meetings. They forget to do tasks. This is a test. They are subconsciously testing your power. If you tolerate the disrespect, they lose all fear of you. They start looking for allies. They whisper in the break room. They're building a coalition of the dissatisfied. Phase 3. The execution. The crossing. This is the point of no return. They have justified the act. They have lined up their next job, or the new lover, or the leak to the press. Paradoxically, in this phase, they often become nicest. Judas kissed Jesus. Why? To hide the adrenaline, to lower your defenses, to get close enough to strike. Beware the sudden, unexplained return of affection from a friend who has been distant. It is often the kiss of death. How do you spot them before Phase 3? You look for forensic markers. The FBI uses these to spot spies within the agency. Sign 1. The duper's delight. Schadenfreude. When you fail, or when you are stressed, watch their face closely. Do they look genuinely concerned, or do you see a micro-expression of joy, a slight smirk? This is Schadenfreude, pleasure in your pain. If a friend smiles when you bleed, they are holding the knife.
Sign 2. Information asymmetry. Loyalty shares information. Treachery hoards it. Suddenly, they stop copying you on emails. They have private meetings. They become vague about their schedule. They are building a silo. A traitor needs secrecy to operate. If the transparency disappears, the loyalty is gone.
Sign 3. Linguistic distancing. Listen to their pronouns. In Phase 1, they say we and us. We need to fix this. In Phase 2, they switch to you and the company. Your plan isn't working. They have already psychologically left the tribe. They are distancing themselves from the crash they know is coming. Consider Benedict Arnold. Before his name became a synonym for treason, he was an American war hero. He fought bravely. He was crippled in battle for the cause of independence. So why did he try to sell West Point to the British? Ego. He felt he was passed over for promotion. He felt George Washington didn't appreciate him enough. He felt the Continental Congress owed him money. His wife, a loyalist sympathizer, whispered poison in his ear. She fed his narcissism. They don't deserve you. The British will treat you like a king. You are too good for these rebels. Betrayal is often a transaction of ego. Arnold didn't betray America because he hated freedom. He betrayed it because he loved himself more than the cause. Lesson: the most capable people are often the most dangerous because their ego requires constant feeding. If you stop feeding it, they will find a new master who will. Can you confirm a traitor without accusing them? Yes, you use the canary trap. This is a classic espionage technique used to identify a leaker. Tell suspect A a specific piece of fake information, e.g., we are acquiring company X. Tell suspect B a different piece of fake information, e.g., we are firing the CFO. Tell suspect C a third lie. Then wait. Wait to see which lie comes back to you. If you hear a rumor that you are firing the CFO, you know suspect B is the traitor. You have caught them red-handed without ever asking a question. Also, look for the yes man. A loyal friend will argue with you. They will tell you when you are wrong because they care about your success. A traitor will agree with everything you say. They will flatter you. They will hide the iceberg so that you crash into it. Beware the person who never disagrees. If you confirm a traitor, what do? You apply Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. You cannot talk it out. You cannot rehabilitate a Judas. Once the trust is broken, the relationship is dead. It is a corpse. Stop trying to revive it. Cut them off. Revoke access. Exile them. Any mercy you show a traitor will be viewed as weakness and exploited. Do not explain yourself. Explanations give them data to use against you. Simply remove them from the board. Betrayal is painful. It feels like a death, but it is also a cleansing fire. It burns away the fake friends. It leaves you with the true ones. It teaches you to trust, not with blind faith, but with eyes wide open.
To survive the palace, subscribe to Umbra Decode. Keep your friends close and your eyes open.